It lay empty for about 18, maybe 20 years before we started renovating it. My name is McBride, I'm a projects manager with Robertson Homes. Been here now about 3 years at Glen Hall, renovating the old building. It's a job I had my sights on for a long time, even when I was with Robertson Construction. We actually was starting demolition at this end here where we've got a show flat, and it got to the point where we were still doing demolition middle to the far end and had finished properties here where people moved in and actually occupying. I've never done a job like that before. I just love renovations. I get a big kick out of it. They're not standard house builds. They come with a lot of challenges and a lot of problems. A very worthwhile project for myself personally and for the business, like, you know. These two roofs here, they were a massive challenge. The two roofs in the towers that got burned out, they were a huge challenge, technically and design-wise as well. There was years' work went into before we started building them, just in planning and programming and all the designs. It was chopped and changed a number of times. So they were actually completed on the ground, slates, lead, everything on them, and then lifted on the roof as a completed item with big cranes. So very interesting, but massively challenging. Holding my breath when we were going on to make sure they fitted, like. A lot of people were watching it. And I personally know most of our clients, like, as we deal with them, you know, prior to moving in and after moving in. Yes, and it definitely is a community. Like, majority are single or couples, retirement homes. A lot of the investors buying several properties, like, to rent out. Where there's no two walls the same, they're not plumb, they're not square, they're not level, they're not parallel with each other. So we have to build a kit within that is level, plumb, square, exacting like a new house would be. Inside they're just like a complete new property. The building itself naturally has a lot of big space, very tall ceilings, some of them over 4 metres, mostly about 3.6 metres high ceilings. Very big windows and a lot of windows, a lot of light, as you see. Our houses round about kind of mimic that. You know, you've seen, I'm sure, they're big spacious properties with a lot of big windows that look in keeping with this old building. It's always been here historically, well, for about 150 years. One of them, plot 52, which is the centre of the last run we're doing. It's a huge property. It's going to be a very special property for someone, for some lucky person, I think. Certainly will. I feel a bit sad when it's done. I like to bring old properties back to life and see them looking as good as this, like, and being appreciated and loved by people, you know.